How's it going, guys? I'm Josh.
And I'm a little bit drunk.
What?
Nothing. And this is Crush!
Do you want a popsicle?
What's up, guys? You're watching Grosh Talk.
The show where we talk to you about stuff that we found interesting on any given day.
Yeah. That's what we do.
This is our show.
We're going to start off with something that's very topical and very important that people need to know.
I don't know what's happening, why this trend is coming up, but just recently there's been 3 or 4 animal deaths in Canada with people leaving their animals in their vehicles and just leaving them there.
I don't understand the mindset behind that. It's been 40 degrees the past 3 days.
This isn't something new.
No.
That's the thing. It's not just something that...
It's like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's not something new. There was a story that just happened today. Thursday. There's a story that just happened whenever this video comes out.
Look down there for the date.
A dog was left in a car for half an hour before fire persons showed up.
Now, okay, that's one thing. Before you go any further, why did they need to call the fire department? Why can't people just smash in a window?
Because then they can get charged.
Really?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Damage.
But the fireman could be like, no, I got the special hammer. This saves me.
You know what?
From...
I don't know what it is, but
that's really
you gotta let the professionals smash a window.
I would smash a window.
How would you do it?
I'd find a rock on the ground. I'd find anything. I'd pick up a mailbox.
You ever tried to smash a car window?
No, but I
don't trust Tyrese from Too Fast, Too Furious. It's not that easy.
I was gonna wrap my.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy. So, anyways, when the emergency people arrived on the scene to free this dog from the car, it was just a 2-year-old puppy. That's what the news was saying. They freed it, and it was totally fine.
I mean, probably really warm.
It was definitely hot, and it was definitely a little nervous. When they approached the car, the dog was freaking out. But I mean, 6 firefighters approach a car, the dog's going to freak out, right? So they had the dog in their grasp, and it got out, and it took off. It absolutely took off. And this was in downtown Toronto. Okay, it was at a grocery store in downtown Toronto. Now, when the dog took off, it was gone. Totally gone. The last time they saw it, police were chasing it up the Jarvis ramp on the QEW. Now, this is a really busy highway, and it was in, like, the middle of the day. Like, it was at 1:30, around there. So the highway was definitely being used. Anyways, the dog was struck by a car. Now, when the news came out about all of this, they didn't know if the dog had made it or not, because it was all emergency personnel on the scene.
Like
they weren't
they shut
anything.
down,
they shut down a huge section of the highway, just so they could get the amount of... Because they were trying desperately... Because really, it's debris. It could cause an accident, really. I mean, that was the whole point. It could cause more of an accident just by swerving to avoid the dog or anything like that. The dog is alive. That was the last update. But really, this all happened because, well, not only was it negligence on the firefighter's part, a little bit, but pure negligence on the owner's part. People were all over the place in this. There are some people that think the firefighters made the right decision. There are some people that think the owner wasn't even in the wrong at all, because the dog was totally fine, is what people were saying. Before the firefighters came up, the dog was fine. It was laying in the back seat. But when the firefighters came up, that's when it got riled up, because they're using machinery to open the door. So the dog was scared, obviously, right? So that's what put on the QEW. And the thing is, now the firefighters, they could have killed this person's dog, right? The amount of emotional stress, like a family. So they were saying, like, the person should sue the firefighters and things like that. So it's so back and forth. But really the core of this is just don't leave your animal in the car.
Yeah, if you're going to be going somewhere, just leave them at home.
I understand bringing them with. I totally understand that. If you're on a drive and your dog loves the car, take them with. Fine, why not? But don't leave them in the car for half an hour. Like, it's too much. It is too much. I understand somebody calling the fire department.
What could happen in that scenario, though, going back to who should be, like, at fault kind of thing, like why they're not prepared?
Oh, there's so many different things that could have happened.
The reasoning could be, like, this is just a theory, that the firemen aren't prepared for, getting stray dogs out of cars, because the amount of money for equipment that they would have to put in when it's really the owner's responsibility to not lock dogs in the car and stuff like that. they don't think it should be their.
But there's no real law against locking your dog in the car, right? The couple of dogs that have died, all they got was an animal cruelty charge, which is like a $300 fine. So they got literally a slap on the wrist. It's a very small charge, but because the dog was hit by a car, the people could have sued for emotional stress at home. Mm-hmm. If they have a child who loves the dog and they say, "Sorry, the firefighters killed your dog," those people, they can sue the fire department for emotional stress at home because of negligence, right? So there's so many ways that this all could have gone so wrong, and the only thing really holding the story together is that the dog survived.
Yeah.
See, it's like another story that was in the news just today. A 2-year-old. So there's a neighborhood, okay, and you know how sometimes people have small ponds in their backyard to have a fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, this person's
like
pond.
pond.
Yeah, exactly. But it was a pretty big pond because they wanted lots of fish. Anyways, this pond was more than 2 feet deep, and in Toronto, Brampton, and Mississauga, you have to have a fence when your pond or body of water is more than 2 feet deep. Mm-hmm. Well, a 2-year-old toddler, this person, they didn't live in the house, but they owned the house. They were renting it out. Okay. And there was renovations getting done around the pond, so the fence had to come down. Just for the night. Just for one night. This 2-year-old toddler walks over into the pond and drowns. They were pulled out just in time. They were left in the hospital. Some people are saying, this story's really weird, because I've heard it on the radio. Some people are saying that the toddler, they didn't make it because they were on life support. And some people are saying that they just took the life support away and they're waiting to see if the toddler can recover. In this story, the guy was from Sri Lanka. He got charged. He was in jail. He got out on $15,000 bail. $15,000 because it was criminal negligence leading to death was his charge, right? So they threw the book at this guy. They absolutely threw the book at him. And then now he's going to be going to court again and he's possible life. Because of criminal negligence leading to death.
That's crazy.
They may as well just charge him for murder.
Yeah. Right?
But the only reason they can't is because there was no intent. That's the only thing separating him from criminal negligence to murder in this case. Mm-hmm. So his lawyers are going to have to maybe bring up the case about the parents. Where were the parents of the toddler?
That's what I was thinking. Because like with the 2-year-old, when is there a time when you don't know where they are?
The mother and the grandmother were supposed to be watching her. The grandmother was out settling some kind of traffic dispute in the front yard. Where was the mother? Right? And the only reason that the kid was found is because the roofers shut it out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. So, first and foremost, leave your dog out of the car. I mean, unless you're taking it for a drive, a nice cruise, getting some gas, or just bring its bowl. Bring its bowl of water just in case. You fill up a bowl of cold water, fine, you're good to go for like 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's totally fine. If they see a bowl of water in the backseat, they're like, okay, they'll be back. Like, you're not just going to leave the dog there.
To an extent.
Or at least keep an eye on it. Yeah. Right? If you're that bored and concerned, sit there, wait 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, then, start to get concerned. And then kid isn't obvious. Yeah. If you have a 2-year-old kid...
Keep your eye on them.
Or just get a leash if you don't want to keep it constant. Get a little leash, tie it to a post, put it in the backyard. Let it go. Let it run in circles. It can run a little divot. It'd be great. Let it run through the garden. It'll hoe it. I don't know. Yeah. Just keep an eye on your shit, people. That's all I'm saying. It's not hard.
It's not hard.
Both of these stories today actually really grind my gears. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of sweating just talking about it. Because now... this family has lost a child because of their negligence, and they're getting lucky by blaming it on somebody else. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of feel the same way on that. I mean, I just don't understand how they didn't know who the kid was.
And now, with this car thing, who's at fault? Yeah. Because nobody really knows how long the dog was in the car for. Nobody really knows. Mm-hmm. And now it got hit by a car on the highway that could have costed another life. Mm-hmm. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching another episode of Grosh Talk. Hopefully you learned something. We definitely got educational, right? Keep your kids on a watch. Keep your dog cool. It's hot this summer, right?
Keep your kid cool, too.
Yeah.
Don't lock your kid in the car. Let's not mix the two.
Well, let's definitely mix the two.
No, let's not lock our kids in the car.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant educationally wise.
Oh, educationally.
You can learn something from
We can always educationally
mesh.
If
you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button down below. It helps the show a lot. If you want to leave a comment on one of the topics, let us know what you think. Let us know who is at fault for both stories. If you want to watch with your friends or want to know their opinion on the topics, share it to your Facebooks or your Twitters. And last but not least, if you want to watch more of our videos or be alerted when new ones come out, hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.
No. Are you good? God damn.